Ooh, is this gonna work? Let's see. All right. Okay, it says it's working. I'll believe it when I see it, though. Let's see if this really works. So if I click this, let's see. I'm so bad at these. You know, that's just what it is. So is it this? Ooh. Oh, okay. We got it. Hopefully this works. But we are on live. I'm pretty sure. Oh, hello. Okay, so the chat is working, and I guess the sound is good. Hi. What video do you want me to react to? I can probably watch it real quick. Okay. There's like too many windows on this computer. Hey. Okay. Mr. Pie Note. What is this? So this person asked me to look at this Pie Note, Mr. Zoink. Okay. I see it. So I guess I'll look at it real quick.
Hi, Octos. Hi, Hoot. Today is the perfect day for making a musical pie. What do you say? We need 3 ingredients for this pie. For the perfect musical pie, we need a loopadoo.
Well, I also want to kind of keep this live stream on the channel, so I'll try. I won't be like reacting to a lot of stuff per se, but yeah. So I wanted to show what I got for I wanted to show what I got on my Zenmarket haul, so we're gonna show that. I think it was really cool. Yeah. Hi. Oh, and also from Twitter, I had posted about my 17 You Make My Day albums, and finally someone last week had agreed to trade with me for one of the lenticular cards, so I am now having Joshua's Set the Sun lenticular card version, which is probably my favorite of the 3 because I like this concept the most. So there he is eating his orange. Oh, okay. Little like thing though. I posted these things on Twitter to do the trades, and I tagged all the appropriate trading accounts. But still someone had to ask if I was willing to sell the photo card. If I was going to sell the photo card, I would have said I was going to sell the photo card, right? So, yeah. So I guess now we can move on to the Zenmarket stuff. So before Produce 48 started, I had watched that Mama performance where AKB48 collaborated with Chungha, Wiki Miki, I think Fromis 9, some of the Idol schoolgirls, and Preston. I think that's all of them. But so I had heard of Heavy Rotation and Fortune Cookie, so I really liked it, and I wanted to check out more AKB48 music because I was like, okay, well, these girls are going to be on this Produce 48 show, so I might as well check it out. And I really liked the Fortune Cookie song, so a month ago, I ended up buying the album with the Fortune Cookie song on it. So this was like the first AKB48 album I bought, and I got it on eBay for like $13. And it came with this pictures. So I guess each album comes with these like photos of like a member. So it's like a photo card, but not really, because it's just like a photo. But so that is interesting. So that was like the first thing. And then Produce 48 started and I started watching it. And I got introduced to some more songs like High Tension and then Warata People, which was one of the audition songs. And eBay is not really the place to find cheap AKB48 stuff, like sometimes, but not all the time. And a lot of my friends use Zenmarket. So I was like, okay, well, I guess, should try Zenmarket as well. And I really didn't know what to do. So that was like, I had to ask a lot of help in this little group chat that I'm in with some of my friends, and they helped me and everything. And then Sam, she also said to check out Emily's video. So I watched that whole 40-something minute video, and it was very helpful. Thank you so much for making that video, because I had like some questions, and then those questions got answered in the video and in the stuff that she written in the comments and stuff. So that was good. So I was able to place my first order a few weeks ago, and I bought everything from Amazon Japan in the used section. So that was awesome, because each of the things that I bought was about $4 used, and then there was the $3 service fee, and then like the $3.50 shipping in Japan from whoever was selling it on the used section. So I bought 4 albums, and it's 3 full-length AKB48 albums, and then I bought the NMB single for Warata People. If you watched Produce 48, they were the one that was like that thing. So we'll show that first. So this is the version that I got. It's the CD DVD version. So here's the disc, little jewel case. I guess for what it's worth, this was the most expensive since it's only 3 songs. But you do get like 4 music videos, but still. That was, I guess, for $3. It's okay though, because the original price is like $15 or something, but really awesome. And I bought the CD DVD type A version because the one girl on Produce 48 that is in this group, who was the center for the single, Shiroma Midu, this one, she's right there. I wanted to get her on the cover. So that is the one that I bought. And here's the little OB strip thing. So I was really excited to get this. And I think it's really cute. I mean, it's a single album, so obviously it's not like a big picture book. It's literally just like, here's the lyrics, here's the pictures, there's the group of who sang the single song, and that is it. So yeah, that's cool. But the real awesome surprises came with the 6th Japanese album of AKB48. And the Japanese title is escaping me right now, but the English title is supposed this to be Rhodes and Leap for Us. Long ass title, I know. So this was the limited edition CD DVD version. And I was impressed because first off, everything was packed really nicely in the box. And I paid for the DHL shipping. It was like $20-ish. They shipped it on Friday, and I got it on Monday, today. So like this one, and then at like a store in Japan, if you bought it new, it's like $35. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's the price on Yes Asia's like $40. And I was like, we can't do that. But they wrapped it in plastic, the seller. And then I took the plastic off, and to my surprise, the whole entire plastic that like would originally be around the album was still on it, intact. So I paid like $9 total for a brand new version of this album. I was really excited. And it also came with this photo card thing. I don't know who this is. But this photo book has some familiar faces for those of us that like watching Produce 48. So, where is she? She was near the end, I think. Here is Jarena. Good old Jarena, who's in every single song. Jade knows all about that because we like watched a few once and she was there for everything. And then Sakura, she is also in the photo book. So that was really cute. I was like, oh my goodness, they're in the photo book. We need to get it. So that's really awesome. This album though is long. Disc 1 is 13 songs. Disc 2 is 12 songs. So that's like a long ass album. Because each song, AKB48 songs is long in general. Like the standard length for one of their songs is about 4 minutes or something. But yes. Which AKB songs would you recommend / are your favorites? You can do a drinking game where you take a shot every time you see Jarena. For real, if you tried to do like a drinking game every time you saw Jarena, you'd be drunk by like 6 videos. But my favorite AKB48 song in general is Love Fortune Cookie. That one is one of my favorites. High Tension. That is a really good one. That was one we got introduced to on Produce 48. And then I also like Heavy Rotation. That's like one of the most popular ones. Weird video, but great song. Jarena, when is she coming back? Side note, from what I heard, Jarena is still on her health hiatus, but I think they're also trying to start preparing for this new single. So I'm concerned if she's going to be there because she's supposed to be the center of this song. So, and on this album, the song that is my favorite is called Heart Placard. That's a really upbeat, cute song. And then the other song on here that I really love a lot is Labrador Retriever. Weird song title, but that song is really cute and summery and catchy. In general, AKB48 has like a lighthearted, cutesy type of vibe. So if that's your steez, definitely check them out. And then, what other songs do I really like? There's like all the sister groups too. I also really like HKT48. They have some good songs. You're One in 7.4 billion. That was a cute song and a really cute video. And then NMB48, What If the People, that is also one of my favorites. So those are probably my most favorite played songs of AKB48 at the moment. Hold on, I got a message. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah. The next album I got was the Thumbnail album. So this is the full-length album that includes High Tension. And if you look on the cover, once again, take a shot every time you see Jarena. There's Jarena, but there's also Sakura. And then Takahashi Judy is right there too. So I had to get this one. This is version B. So it's just the CD. I switched it out of the original case that it came in because apparently this was a rental copy. So I guess it was like the copy that they give a store and they're supposed to play. So there was like this giant square sticker that I tried to take off and it just ended up making a mess on the back. So I was like, we're switching the CD case. So that was that. Yeah, so there's like this sticker here that says it's like a rental. And then for the photo book, this is like a thicker photo book because it's a full-length album. So like there's Sakura and Takahashi Judy. Y'all, she has a really great voice. They need to show more of her on Produce 48, people. She has a good voice. Like, She's talented. Hello. Wait. Girl, where's your photo? Oh, I guess they don't have a photo for her. Oh, well. Or maybe I skipped it. Oh, and then here's the group shots. So, like, all of them that participated in one of the singles or something. I honestly don't know how they choose who gets to be in which album. There's Jarena. So this one was really awesome. This is one of the later albums. It came out in 2017. So it seems like each year they release like a full-length album that compiles all of the singles that they released prior to it, as well as some new songs and some B-side stuff. And then like the last album I got is this one, All Nice and Red. This came in some really good condition. I was surprised that it came in this great of a condition. It looks like it's brand new. And it also came with the little picture. And I guess Jarena just likes to follow. This is a really young looking Jarena because this album was 2013, I think? No, this was 2011. So at that time, Jarena was, let's see. Jarena in 2011, because she's 97. Honestly, the video for High Tension really is like cringy in a way because she was 14 in that video and they had her posed up in the bathtub. But there we go. So it's like, this one is like a carnival. It's like a big carnival. And this I bought for High Tension. And then the first song on here as well, I don't think there's a music video for it, but the first song on here is called Girls, and that is a really catchy song. And then the photo book this time, they did a little hardcover book format, so really cool, just like really nice, high quality photos. And like there's some Jarena in her 14-year-old self. And let's find the girl that was the censor for High Tension, because I actually do know her name as well. Okay. There's like so many photos, like really pretty. This is a colorful photo book. Okay. Where did it go? There we go. Well, there's one of them. And also, I don't remember her name, but I know that she graduated a while ago because she's like a first generation member or something. And she's also one of the popular ones. I'm pretty sure that she was part of that like top 7 when they first started doing those election things. Honestly, I don't know why I know so much about it. I guess I did a lot of research because I was very curious, because this whole AKB48 thing is very interesting to me. How it's like they have a general election because they just had their 10th one in July or something, and then they rank like the top 100 members voted by the fans and stuff. Interesting idea. And then if you're like in the top 7, you're considered like the best of the best, the cream of the crop, per se. So, interesting. When I did buy this, though, the original one, they ended up changing the price on me because it was $350. But then they were like, no, we actually have to sell it for $11. And I was like, nope. So I canceled that and I got this one instead, which was like to ship it from the Amazon used section. It only was like 351 yen. Hi. We're talking about AKB48 stuff because I got my Zenmarket package. So, a refresher. We got this album, which came brand new. Only paid like $350 in the used section. We got this album, which has the High Tension song on it, as well as some of the other singles. We got the NMB48 Wadata People single. And we got the We Were Here album, which has the heavy rotation song. And I am so happy that I got them. And also, because I wanted to like show the AKB48 stuff now that I have like 5 albums of theirs. I don't know how I'm gonna continue buying it. I just am buying the ones that has like the songs that I really like. Preferably the full-length albums, because they always have like the more of the singles, so I don't have to buy each and every single. But also, if you have more questions, you can leave them, because this is also a talk video, because I feel like the last live stream I did was almost 3 months ago, if not 3 months ago. So that was a long time ago, while other people seem to be able to do live streams more frequently. So I had some time, so I was able to. So if you have some questions, you can leave them. How long have you been listening to J-pop? Oh, I have to look at my iTunes for this, because that will give me a brief estimate. So I originally found J-pop through those like K-pop, J-pop comparison videos where they kind of like show a K-pop song and then they show a J-pop song. And that was how I got introduced to this girl group called Flower. And they had this song, Sunflower something. I don't remember the whole title. These song titles can be really bizarre sometimes. But that was around 2013-ish when that song came out. So I guess I've been listening to J-pop since then, but I did know about J-pop before K-pop, because before K-pop in middle school, I had a little anime phase. So I kind of listened to some of the theme songs for the animes that I was watching. And Suguchara, they had the theme song from this band called Bono 2. Because I bought that CD a long time ago. I think I bought that CD middle school, maybe. So I guess technically since middle school, but I haven't been like deeply looking into it until a few years ago. So I found the Flower group, which I showed Jade last night. Yeah, last night. And I also listen to this boy group mainly because I saw one of their songs. It's called CHAU hashtag. It's by Hey Say Jump. It was like a really cutesy song. So if you're not into that like really cutesy, it was like a little like boyfriend cutesy kind of. It might not be your cup of tea, but I really liked that song. And that came out like 2015, I think. And then this group has a weird title for their name, and I really don't like the name of their group because like some of the members was a little too young. But they had this song called King and Queen and Joker, and it's by this band called Sexy Zone, which is this other boy group. I don't know, Sexy Zone. But you had like some young members. I don't know. But I really enjoyed that song. And then they had this other song on their second album called Congratulations that I started listening to in 2015, I believe, 2014, 15. It was like a B-side, and I really enjoyed it. So those are like the small amount of J-pop artists that I've been listening to. I'm trying to get into it more, but some of it is a little too chaotic for me because the beat is like really fast, and then the beat's too fast, and like there's like too much going on, and I'm just like, y'all need to chill. But I do like some, because some of these songs is really good. Sexy Zone sounds like a Chuck E. Cheese style strip club. I mean, yeah. Especially when they keep naming their albums after the group. So it's kind of like that second album was called Sexy Seconds. I mean, okay. That's cute, I guess. Sexy Second. And they had a song on that album called Bad Boys. We'll just let that sink in. I just watched the MV for Heavy Rotation, and it wasn't what I was expecting, but maybe I should have. I really feel like no one really expects that video to be like that when they like click on it. Like, it's such a cute song, but the video, that video is very fan service. Very fan service. That's like, and it was that's a little too much for me. That's like the type of video you don't play in public. That not safe for work video. Yeah, it's the lingerie party video where they had Jarena at 14 buck ass naked in that bathtub. And then they had two girls that did a little on the lips. That's a weird video. And I looked it up on Wikipedia for the single, and the critics, they were not pleased with that video because they also thought it was a little too scandalous. But then the person that came up with the idea for the video was like, oh, we just wanted to show what it would be like in their daily lives. And I was like, that's a load of BS. I don't think that they're in their daily lives having this little glorified sleepover in lingerie. I don't think that's their daily lives. I really don't. Especially with like the cat ears stuff. Yeah. Apparently the age of consent in Japan is very young. Age of consent in Japan. Yeah, age of consent is 13. So I guess it's okay, but it's still like, why? Yeah. But also, apparently, the consent age in Korea is also young, but there's like a lot of side articles in the law that can make it so that, yes, the age consent in Korea is supposedly 13, but in some cases, you're still considered a minor and you can still get charged with rape if you are over the age. So the Korea one is more complicated than the Japanese one, I think. I looked this up once because it was like someone had mentioned something about it, and I was like, no way, that is not the consent. That's not the age of consent. Y'all creeping for that. Yikes is right. I also noticed that a few of these AKB48 videos, they do like to do that on the beach in the bikinis type of video. Labrador Retriever, they're on the beach in the bikinis. They do a lot of that type of stuff too. Very fan servicey. Yikes. It is yikes. So, which K-pop groups sound the best to you in Japanese? The first Japanese songs that I heard from a K-pop group was SHINee, way back when they released the first Japanese album. And I actually bought the photo book version of it, but the Korean version. So I would still say that my favorite K-pop groups that sound good in Japanese is still SHINee. I feel like all of the Japanese music that they've released is really good. And I enjoyed most of it. Because, you know, some groups that do these Japanese music, it doesn't really flow. But SHINee definitely makes really great Japanese music. On their first Japanese album, I really liked that song Start and Always Love. Those were really good. I don't really tend to listen to like the Japanese versions of the Korean songs. So I really only care for like the original songs. And then on the I'm Your Boy album, I really like Downtown Baby. I really liked the video and I really liked the song. And then the other song, Boys Meet You, that was a cute one. And then Winter Wonderland, I was really blown away with that. That one was a gorgeous song, and that was a gorgeous music video. I love that song. Picasso is my favorite Japanese song from SHINee. That is a really good song as well. Oh, speaking of SHINee, the second album, when they had the single 1000 Years by Your Side, I watched the video for it. That was such a beautiful music video. That's like one of the few music videos that has made me kind of get a little, oh my gosh. But I really like that 1000 Years by Your Side music video. I thought it was really, really beautiful. Dazzling Girl reigns supreme in my book. They have so many Japanese songs, and they're all so amazing. And then my second pick for Japanese music, I'm going with Girls' Generation. I really love Girls' Generation's Japanese music. I don't listen to the 2 p.m. Japanese stuff. I have heard some of it on YouTube, but not a lot of it. But I do like the Girls' Generation Japanese stuff. They the full-length albums are incredible. It's just like such a different sound from the Korean music, and it's so good. It works. Like, let's see here. Girls in Peace, such a great album. The first album, Girls' Generation, so great. 2 p.m.'s Japanese discography is now on Spotify. I'm going to definitely check it out. And then their third album, Love and Peace, amazing. I really love the Japanese music for Girls' Generation too. Flyers is such a good song. Galaxy Supernova, love that one. Flower Power, I love Flower Power. Mr. Taxi, even like the slow songs that they do in the Japanese discography, I really love as well. Stay Girls is a really good one. Karma Butterfly is a really good one. Also, most of 2 p.m. solo stuff is on there too. Oh, cool. I definitely want to check out more of the solo stuff. So I will definitely look on Spotify. What other ones on this one? I like Beep Beep. Beep Beep was cute. Genesis of 2 p.m. is really good. Okay, I will check that out. So I think SHINee and Girls' Generation are my two favorites. Infinite, I would say, is up there as well, but I feel like for Infinite Japanese releases, they don't release enough original songs to really pique my interest. Like, I've noticed, because their first full-length album for Infinite was just all like Korean Japanese remakes of the Paradise Over the Top album with a few singles. And then they did a little better for the For You album, but still there was only like 3 original Japanese songs. DNA and Dilemma are really good. Yes. DNA and Dilemma are really good. 24 Hours, that's a really good one. Was it on the For You album? Yes, the For You album. Is it this one? Yes. On the For You album from Infinite, the second Japanese album, they have a song called Love of My Life. It's like a kind of like rock type ballad, I would say. That's what I would classify it as. That is so good. I used to have this one Infinite photo book that was massive. It was a summer concept with Half Naked Infinite. Quality content. Yes, that is the She's Back album. I remember Sam, May, and I think Katie Boo, they had the album, and I was like, well, damn, let me look. And Sam and May, they said they bought theirs off of Amazon in the used. So I checked the used, and I like paid like $20 for it. So worth it. That photo book was great. There was some Hoya shirtlessness, some Wooyeon shirtlessness. that was great. And just a beautiful photo book. Such a quality photo book, the best. That is probably the best photo book they've ever done for any of their albums, as well as Reality. The limited edition of Reality, there's some good photo books. I mean, some good photos in the Reality album. If you, Jade, you probably remember this in the unboxing when like Myungsu's butt in the jeans was like at the camera, and then Dongwoo's face was kind of like this to it, and I was like, they eating the booty like groceries. But Reality, limited edition, and the She's Back are the best Infinite photo books, in my opinion. They're so big, so massive. Agreed. Better than Reality. Reality is nice, but She's Back is A+. She's Back is really amazing. Hold on. I really enjoy the Reality photo book. Lots of fanfic material. Yes, I remember you kept going to one of the photos of Dongwoo and Sungyul. I think it was like one of them that was like, one of them was rested on someone on one of their shoulders or something like that. Oh my gosh. You know, we need to get that album. We need to like look through this. We need to look through this stuff. Because we need to relive these memories. We need to look through this. We'll go through Reality first. Oh my gosh. Definitely the photo quality in Reality is not as crisp as She's Back. Like it's a little more grainy, but still full of greatness. What is this? Wuyan. Let's see. Yes, I think this was the photos you were talking about in your video of like the fanfic material. I think it was like one of these ones. I'm pretty sure it was something like this. I'm pretty sure. And wow. Playful Infinite is the best concept. For real, like when it looks like they are not being instructed to do anything, it's just so cute to look at. Now we gotta find the butt. Nuts, nuts on your neck. Yes. We gotta find the butt. I mean, like, there's butt right now. The orange shirt, there's Myungsu butt. But there is like a better butt. This. We know what you want, Dongwoo, because you like that Nicki Minaj. So obviously you're gonna like some booty. I know there was another one. Right there. Like, they just, woo. I don't know. But I ain't mad at it. Not at all. Oh, so cute. This thing is massive. Ooh, baby. Element. Hold on a minute. Someone is trading an Astro photo card with me. Let us see. My address. All that. Oh, I have to send this so I can type it. Hold on a minute. Perfect. Every time there's always like some loud truck that has to go by. First off, your car doesn't need to be that loud because, you know, sometimes motorcycles put like that extra loud boost. Like, we already get it. Your car is loud. Calm down. And then, of course, we got the She's Back photo book. Oh my gosh. This has one of my favorite Myungsi photos in any photo book. So when we get to that, I'm gonna show it. But you know, there's a lot of this. As well as Hoya. Very beautiful. But here is, I don't know, something about this photo. I just think I thought it was so cute when I saw it online. This is definitely one of my favorite photos of him, of Myungsu. I think it's really cute. Really pretty. So definitely, if you can get your hands on this, you should snatch it up. And also, if I remember right, the people that bought it off of Amazon from the used section, they got the like big picture card thing. And I remember a lot of people got Hoyas. I ended up getting Sungyeol. I remember now. But that is some great picture content. I bought mine used on Amazon. I think I got Dongwoo's card. Yeah, they was putting these like cards in the album. Like I was like, oh, I guess people didn't want to keep them. Better for us. Oh, and funny story. The postman, when they delivered the album to me, they put the box under the doormat. So I didn't know it was there. And I came home from something and I stepped on the box. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh my gosh, I stepped on the package. I cannot even deal with this right now. Oh my goodness. Luckily, it didn't damage it. But I was like, oh. I think that was the last time the postman put a package under the doormat. Like, that was a little scary. Yes, and that card is impossible to trade. Yeah, it's like a size of like a standard printer paper. I found it on Yahoo Auctions for $1. Okay. Just remember, the bitch is heavy. So, you know, you gonna pay that money for that shipping. But the photo card is really cute. Well, more like a photo paper. Here we go. Yeah. This is the card. This is the photo card. I honestly don't know. How would you trade it? Honestly, you'd probably have to just trade it in person. Also, be careful with some of those sellers. Sometimes cheap albums on Yahoo Auctions have a high domestic shipping cost. Yeah, I feel like since it's a heavy album, they'll probably charge more for the shipping costs. How heavy is this? So how did you like shopping on Zenmarket? After all the tips that you guys gave me and answered all my questions, I definitely found it very easy to use. I would just look on Amazon Japan for what I wanted, and then I copied the link, and then I buy it from this seller, and it was very easy and very painless. So that was just really great that it was so easy and that everything came around the same time at the warehouse too. So that was really awesome. So I'm definitely in the future going to buy from Zenmarket again. Not even for weight, they just mark up the shipping to balance out the cheap price for the album. Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff go on eBay, regular eBay too. So watch out. But I do like Zenmarket. It was very easy for me to use, and I like that they emailed and was like, the stuff is there in the warehouse. We got the stuff. Confirm it if you want to buy it. So it was very easy. So definitely going to use it again. Zenmarket is great. I have my package coming tomorrow. That's really exciting. I have one more package coming, not from Zenmarket. I bought, as the last summer K-pop albums before we have to go back to finish the last semester of college, I pre-ordered the Red Velvet Summer Magic album and the Stray Kids album, both of which I listened to today and both of which are amazing. For Sam and Emily, what is better, Zenmarket, Japonica, or From Japan? Are there any rare items you're missing from your collection? This album I've seen on eBay sometimes for way too much money. So it's like, no, we can't do this because I'm not trying to spend $100. But the newest, for their Hello album, they released a special edition of it that came with this ginormous thick photo book when they released Hello. But, I only bought the regular version because at the time I was like not really a huge fan, so why would I spend the coins? But that would have been something that I probably regret. Sam said that Zenmarket is her favorite. Also, Astro, they released this special version of their Dream Part 2 album. It's not as expensive as the newest one, but it's still like $40 on eBay or whatever. I guess I have to keep looking around. But at the time, I was like, no, I'm not buying it. Why? I bought the first 2 versions of the Dream Part 2, so I don't need to buy this version. I kind of should have bought that version as well, because now that I look at the shelf, I'm kind of like, oh man, they had some cute photos in there. And Crazy Sexy Cool is now one of my favorite Astro songs. So, I should have done that. I feel like there's someone else. I'm looking at the shelves. Now I remember. IU, for her real album, the album that has Good Day, there is a limited version edition of that. But I have not seen it for sale the last time I checked. So that is definitely something I wish that I could have gotten. At the time, I was not as into IU or as big of a fan. So missed opportunities. But, now for the groups that I like, when there's something limited, I got to snatch it up. Let's see. EXO, I don't think they've had anything that was super limited. Oh, this was the last thing. Infinite. The latest concert DVD for them, that the one that comes in the blue packaging. That was on my list, but it was too much. So I should have bought that. But if I get a teaching job in Korea, because I remember I saw it in Korea, and I was like, damn, do I? Don't I? Should I? Yes, I should. But I was like, no. So I ended up just leaving it at the store and in Myeongdong. And I was like, oh, what are you doing? You should have bought it, Alex. That has the Myeongsu solo performance and everyone else's solo performances. What are you doing? So if I get this teaching job in Korea, I'm definitely going back to all them K-pop stores and finding it, and I'm snatching. I feel like those are the limited edition items that I wish I had bought in that I don't have. But I feel like it's those ones. B1A4 doesn't really have anything. Monster X doesn't really have anything. Yeah, I feel like that's all of them. Honestly, though, sometimes when it says limited edition, it's gonna last a while. Because, like, that IU Modern Times limited edition, it's still available, and they just lowered the price. So, like, depends on the group. Depends on the company if they're gonna keep printing versions of it. Are you worried about living in Korea as an LGBTQ person? For the workplace, as like getting the job, that's definitely something that I'm not gonna be like I'm keeping that to myself. But around friends, I'm not worried about it. There is like some of the Korean friends that I made at Chungang, and they found out some drunk stories, but they found out, and a lot of the people around my age, they didn't care. I'm pretty sure that one of the glams there was also gay, like kind of low key. But around people that I'm close to, none of them seem to have an issue. But there was this old man on the subway. This was some complete bullshit. I had to move away from the subway because I was either gonna yell at him on the subway and cause a big scene, so I needed to move. So me and my friends, we were coming home from somewhere on the subway, and we were at the section of the subway where it's like reserved for the old people. So we were standing there because there was packed. And then this guy, he was sitting down, and then he saw that some of us was foreign exchange students because my roommate was with me, and he is Italian. So he started talking to us in English. I was like, what are you guys doing here in Korea? And we were like, oh, we're from study abroad. And he was like, what country and stuff? And all of us came from United States, California. So we're like, oh, we came from California. And it was around that time that California last year was having those terrible forest fires and wildfires, which is happening this year as well. But he said, the reason why there's so many forest fires and fires going on in California at the moment is because God is striking lightning in California because of the gays. And as soon as he said that, I put my headphones on and I moved to the other end of the subway because what the fuck? And then he tried to like talk to my friends to preach more about stuff. And I was standing over there watching them the whole time. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Don't listen to this BS. And then I walked back over to my friends when it was time to get off the subway at our stop for Chungang. And that was when I decided to say some slick shit because he spoke English, so he understood. Obviously, because he was trying to preach to us. And I was like, forest fires and lightning is a cause of science, not God. Get your shit together. And then we left. I was pissed. Hi to the new people. So that was like, I was like, are you kidding? I mean, I get it. He was like old, and the Korean elderly people definitely, oh, thank you, are more conservative about it, but the younger people, they don't seem to mind. But that was like the one experience that I was like, ooh, watch yo ass. And also, that would have looked pretty bad because like a young person trying to fight and yell at like an elderly person, you don't do that in Korea. But that was like annoying. And then I remember I got mad at one of my friends about it because they tried to make a little joke, and I was like, we ain't doing that. We was at the cafeteria the day of it, and then he brought it up saying something like, because we were talking about something, and then he said, oh, because of the gays. And I was like, bitch, bye. And I left the table and moved to sit somewhere else. But we resolved the issues. But I was like, really, man? You gonna say that? I know that's not right because you the one that was really wanting to do the squats. You was trying to get that Nicki Minaj butt so you could do that one cheek, two cheek, double time. Like, that was him. I was like, boy, you're gay too. But I was like, okay, whatever. We got over it. But that was just a weird experience. And I was like, ugh. But for the most part, there was really nothing about the LGBT stuff. You were hated because no, it was just one guy that was just a little too religious for me. So that was like the one experience. The other experiences moving away from LGBTQ was definitely the tattoos, because obviously, like, I'm wearing t-shirts because it's summer. So these tattoos is out. They is showing. They is out for the world. I don't know. I didn't see many people staring at it. Some people did a few glances. The people that I worked with for my scholarship, which were all Korean in the international studies and relations department. I was like the English scholarship student that was working there. They saw the tattoos and they were very curious. They're like, didn't it hurt? Oh my gosh. We're done talking to you. You're not the real Ringo Starr, so put a halt on that. Bye. So they were like, wow, you have tattoos. Did it hurt? And I was like, no, you kind of get used to it. But the department head for my scholarship office, he also was like, wow, look at your arms. He's probably like mid 40s, early 50s, around that. And he was like, wow, that's really cool. And I was like, yes. I also noticed, especially in Hongdae, because there's some tattoo shops, sort of, and also piercings. A lot of people in the Hongdae area also had some tattoos and stuff. So that was not as bad as some people like tried to make it out to be like, oh my gosh, tattoos. I mean, I guess some of the old people, they're kind of like still weird about it. But, you know, yeah, definitely if I get the teaching job, I probably had to wear like the long sleeve button down shirts, but I mean, that's fine. So that is okay. Yeah. So definitely if I get the job, I'm going to be buying and investing in some more long sleeve shirts. When I think of tattoos in Korea, I always think of Taeil from Block B. He's an unexpected person. Like, from when I first saw him, I wouldn't have expected to see all those tattoos, and now he just has that neck one. Like, what? The neck. That's a lot. That bat. Like, damn, did that hurt? I feel like that one had to really be painful. What grade do you want to teach? College is out because I think the requirements for college, even if you have the bachelor's degree and the TOEFL certificate, you need a master's to teach college English in Korea. But I think you can teach anywhere from high school to lower with the bachelor's degree and the TOEFL certificate. So, I mean, I guess I would be okay with children, elementary school, or I would do high school. Either of those two, that would be my main goal. Right? We need to see his legs. And he's short too. Like, how many tattoos is he going to end up with by the time in the future? In Korea, was there an issue with saunas like in Japan? I didn't end up going to a sauna in Korea, but I think for the most part, if you came into the sauna to pay for your entrance fee and you weren't showing it, they would never know. So then you could like kind of get away with it. But other times, from some of my friends that went that also have tattoos, they weren't allowed to go in. So it honestly really depends on the sauna, because some saunas, they didn't really care, and others, they did. I'm pretty sure, like, probably the more fancy, high-class saunas are probably like, no, you can't do the tattoos. But for, like, the little cheap ones, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't really care. Tail is running out of skin. I just hope that he doesn't do anything drastic and get some bizarre, ugly tattoos on his face. I think that face tattoos are so tacky. Mm-mm. Also, when J Park like showed that he got that lion on the back of his head, ow! And it's like, why? Korea wouldn't go for that. Yeah. We don't want to see no teardrops, no Gucci Mane ice cream cones, no that 69 guy. We don't want to see that. Speaking of that Takashi 69, I saw his little Fifi video with Nicki. Nicki, your popularity must have plummeted if you have to resort to doing that. She should have done a feature with Drake, not that one, not him. Mm-mm. Also, Cap has a lot of tattoos. Like, he has all those tattoo sleeves. And I remember some of these fans, they were not here for his tattoo sleeves. Boonk Gang. Oh, I don't know who that is. Let me look this up. Boonk Gang. What is this? Oh, no. What? Oh, my gosh. This Boonk Gang guy, that looks like he got marks from like an exorcism, like he's possessed. He has a tattoo of an eyebrow above his eyebrow. I don't think it gets more stupid than that. That's. Who else has a lot of tattoos in Korea? I mean, for the longest while, people were speculating about Chan. Because Taeyeon, she also has a few tattoos here and there. And then Icon members, they also got tattoos. Amber is tatted up as well. She is. Damn, what is Amber doing nowadays? Because I remember I saw her on a few YouTube, but I don't keep up with her. I guess she's doing music, something. I like the one Kun has on his foot. Ooh, let me look at this. Y'all know who has the weirdest placement of tattoos, though? Okay, one of them, Jejun, with that whole, like, back tattoo, how, like, has stuff on the shoulders and the top, and then it, like, trickles down the line, and then there's, like, the area, the tramp stamp area. That's, I mean, it's a cool tattoo, but also, Wonho, he got some weird places for tattoos. Jejun's looks painful. Definitely the places where there's more bones, it's gonna hurt a lot more if it wasn't like a fleshy area. But Wonho, he has like that tattoo on his foot because there is that picture of a while ago that he stuck his whole ass foot outside of the sunroof, and I was like, what? Nah. And then of course, that one tattoo that we saw in like that photo when he was in the Speedo, and it's like that tattoo like right below his booty cheek. Weird places, but I mean, I guess you can cover it up though, so you don't have to worry about people like, oh my gosh, you have a tattoo. Nope, you can't see it unless you get to be that lucky person to get to see the butt tattoo. Lil Peep has some cool tattoos. No. Lil Peep is trash. I would have paid to be his tattoo artist. I would have liked to be a fly on the wall for that experience. I want to know when he got it, why he got it. Like, that's interesting place. Oh my gosh. And then there was that one thing that went around on Twitter a while ago, like a few years ago, that was like, Wano has a nipple ring. But it really just turned out, I think that they said that his nipples was extra perky that day. We all want a clear look at that butt tattoo. We do. We do. He's an interesting person. Who else? There's like someone else. MX just needs a photo book like Shinhwa got. Yes, I agree. Monster X should have that Shinhwa in the jungle type of photo book. We need that so we can see that tattoo and everything. We need that. We need that. Honestly, I mean, if the members is all of legal age and is down for the get down, make some coins. Because there's so many fans for any group, probably even like some like Nuga group, that they would be willing to drop some coins to see their group be posing like that. I remember the nipple piercing thing. That was funny. That was funny. But I mean, SM, they was thinking. They was doing some thinking about that. Where are the pre-orders, right? We need the pre-orders. We need a photo book like that. Someone needs to bring back that photo book just to be like, wow, well, Shinhwa did it. We're going to do it too. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Chuseok. Get it popping. Yep, 2PM's Calvin Klein photo book shares a special place in my heart. We need more of those. We need some more of that. We do. Like, the more skin, the better. Definitely, we need that. I'd be here for it. Yes, you should definitely do an unboxing for it. We're curious. We can only look at the small amount of photos online for so long. Oh, I also wanted to ask you guys if you guys checked it out, but what did you guys think of the Red Velvet song Power Up if you listen to it? I was a little thrown off when they started saying banana, but overall, I am really liking this new Red Velvet song. And the rest of the album was pretty good as well. Definitely, I think they took some inspiration from #Cookie Jar with this new song. Also, what was the other song? One of the songs on the album is called Mosquito. That was an interesting song title. Mosquitoes are annoying. And I used to be very allergic to mosquito bites. But that mosquito, that was a weird title. It was good, but they aren't FX. Why won't SM bring them back? Honestly, SM, they need to let them release that one final album before they just say it's over. Like, they need to stop with this prolonging shit. I can see them transition with this in Japan late summer. I'm pretty sure that they probably would. I feel like they would. I'm not 100% on it yet. I got red flavor vibes, and I wasn't. You got red flavor vibes? I did not hear no red flavor in Power Up at all. I don't know. Red flavor to me is slower, a little slower tempo than this one, and I felt like this one was really fast. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, probably the video, because they definitely brought back the fruit concept where each member had the fruit that corresponded to them, so maybe that's why. Lucky. You know, I really was not here for Lucky. When it came out, I was like, this song is trash, this song is garbage. I can't believe that Courtney and Jasmine said that this song was great. What the fuck? But after seeing it live at the Dream concert, it changed my respect for it. I was like, damn, people in this audience is really going off for Rookie. I was like, maybe I should give it a second chance. And it's still my least favorite Red Velvet title song, but I've now don't have a burning passion of hate for it. The song, though, that we still is not going to get on board with, I was never here for it. Happiness. I still can't get on to that song. I just can't. That song is not for me. Something about it, it ain't working. Ooh. What's your guys' favorite Red Velvet title song that they've released so far? I feel like they now have a pretty good amount to choose from. Did you watch the independent trainees audition for season 1 of Produce 101 with Happiness? Ooh, I feel like I did a long time ago. Because I remember I watched Produce 101 a long time ago. Damn, Produce 101 season 1, that was like 2 years ago. I definitely had a lot of memories watching that show. There's a lot of good stuff that happens. Bad Boy is my current fave, but I love One of These Nights. One of These Nights is so good. I mean, I guess personal opinions, but still, some people that are always like, One of These Nights is so boring. I was like, but One of These Nights is so good. Like, that is such a good song. Love it. Bad Boy's my fave too. I even like the English version they just released. I like the English version too. I'm surprised that we got like a studio version of the English song. That is pretty poppin'. One of These Nights is definitely one of my favorites. Bad Boy is one of my favorites as well. That's one of my favorite songs of this year so far. What else? I also really like Red Summer. That's one of my favorite title songs from Red Velvet. I don't know. The bridge part in Red Summer when it's Wendy before they got to the last chorus, I don't know. That was like such a great part to me. But Red Velvet, they're definitely one of my favorite girl groups. Is Automatic a title track or Ice Cream Cake? I felt like Automatic was like when they did the joint title song. So I would say it's a title song. Automatic is a good song too. Ice Cream Cake was a little weird, but I really love Ice Cream Cake. Dum Dum is a classic, like G. Dum Dum is so good. Dum Dum is really good. I like Dum Dum. And I like Peekaboo. Peekaboo is good too. Peekaboo, Russian Roulette. They make good title songs. They do. Automatic, Dum Dum, One of These Nights, and Bad Boy. Yes. I like pretty much all of them. Red Velvet really hasn't done us wrong yet. Thankfully. You know, there's always there's that one chance that SM might throw some weird, really weird concept at us, so, knock on wood that it doesn't happen, whether with title tracks or B-sides. Red Velvet has some of my favorite B-sides. They make amazing B-sides. I could list a million songs of theirs for the B-sides. Definitely one of my favorite B-sides is Time Slip. Love Time Slip. Kingdom Come. Oh my gosh. I love the beat that they used for Kingdom Come. That was so good. Oh my gosh. That's a great song. I also love Zoo. Zoo was that safari, jungle, Amazon experience that I didn't know I needed until they released it last year. Zoo. And of course, Body Talk. Body Talk is great. What else? The Red album had some great B-sides. Oh Boy is really good. Yeah, Talk to Me, when I first heard it, definitely gave me some Ariana vibes, and I really love Talk to Me. Funny story about Talk to Me. Rainer, he was taking a little sweet minute to listen to the rest of the Rookie album, and I was like, boy, you was too slow. I'm going to play this song for you. It's called Talk to Me. It's one of the good title B-sides on Rookie. Listen to it and love it. And then he started listening to it. I was like, yes. See, this is what you've been missing out on. Hey, we was talking about Talk to Me. You know that song? Red Dress. Red Dress is good too. We be too ratchet, but I'm missing it. So when school starts, we about to get it popping. Especially now that we know that our Latin American geography teacher is a bear, and he's on Grindr. And one of my friends got the pics, which means I got the pics. Oh my gosh. I didn't remember. I don't think I told anyone this except for Rainer. Whew. So I made a friend from the Korean Student Association in San Diego a few years ago. Yes, I'm going to show you. I'll send you those pics on Twitter. We got you. And then he started talking to me, my friend that had the pictures originally. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh, that geography teacher is on Grindr? What? That was some craziness. I'm going to send you the pictures now, Sam. Let's see. So, let me find it. Oops, wrong one. Like, he's not bad. He's definitely not an ugly person. He is definitely the definition of a bear. I'm interested now to hear what his voice sounds like. Like, I'm very curious what we gonna see. Scandaloso. Like, interesting. But I'm here for it. Watch, it's all high pitched. Imagine he comes walking into the classroom and he's like, hey, class, or something. Bitch. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued for this Latin America geography class. It's gonna be interesting. I wish I went to school with y'all now. For real, like as much as you've heard us bitch about you know who, the one that starts with the A, like you would fit right in with us, Jade. You know, I would flunk that class from looking so hard. I mean, now that we've seen it, I'm gonna be that first day of class. I'm gonna be walking in, and I'm gonna be looking at him. I'm gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, just that's some crazy stuff." You do gotta catch a flight. Ooh, but it's gonna be hot as hell in San Diego because it's Southern California. I am not looking forward to this heat. Can we not? I can't. Literally one time in December, it was getting in the 80s. None of my teachers ever looked that good, right? None of the teachers ever looked this good. It's really hot right now. Damn. None of the teachers ever really looked that good. I always hear stories of like, oh my gosh, that teacher is so cute. But I was like, when do I get a chance? So now we got a chance. SD is better than where I am. Take it while you still have it. I hope so. I mean, SDSU, where it's located, is far away from the beach that we do not get the coastal air. We get the dry heat. It's 80 and it's almost midnight. That's atrocious. That is nasty. That's nasty. What temperature is it right now? It's 9 o'clock here and it's about 72. I guess it's about 72. I'm up near Sacramento, so I understand the dry heat. Plus, we have all the smoke right now. Honestly, there has been some weird air going around in the Bay Area, so I'm just like, it's not as smoky, but there's like definitely some stuff that you can definitely tell in the sky that it's smoky. I miss Sam's air conditioned apartment. I remember Sacramento, because Korean school, it ran in the summer too. And we would have to drive from the Bay Area to Sacramento. And you could just feel the heat difference as soon as you stepped out. And I was like, no. But luckily, the place that Korean school's in was air conditioned. Ooh, this thing is all tangled. Sac is so gross. It took me forever to adjust. Honestly, yeah. Sacramento is not my favorite place. Fun fact, I haven't had my AC on all day because we had a massive hailstorm and I got cold. Ooh, hail. My windows is open and my fan is on. Y'all in them damn hailstorms. I really have not experienced a lot of hail. Like there's a few times during as a kid, but not really. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. That literally destroyed the whole back of that car window. That is crazy. Oh my. That would be so scary. That reminds me of my dad when he did his PhD program in Kansas. He also said that they had some bad hailstorms. It was golf ball size. That's dangerous. Holy shit. Yeah. Holy shit. That's a lot. That's some big stuff. Big stuff. Ooh. Oh, the last time that I experienced hail, it hailed briefly one afternoon in Korea. And then it started snowing. So then we all had fun in the snow. And then some little asshole decided to draw a big old penis on the soccer field. And Jade, it was the same guy that was the one that had the drunken night of the shoop. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't think that everyone else knows about some of these stories from Korea. Because Jade, I thought I told her all these stories, and then the time that I brought it up, she was like, "What? I don't remember that." I'm sorry. So maybe we need to do a story time now, because there's been some experiences. There was an experience in Japan, and then there was some interesting stories in Korea. So I feel like now we need to get this story time popping, because there's some interesting escapades that are going to live with me for the rest of my life. Okay, we'll start with the one that my roommate would never let me forget, which was the first day I moved. I'm sorry, y'all. I swear I told you, but I guess I didn't. The first day I moved into the dorms in Korea, they had lost my name tag, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Weirdly. So they were like, "You might have to get a new one," and I was like, okay. But I got up to the room on the floor and I opened it. My roommate was in there unpacking his stuff, and he didn't say hi first. So I was like, oh, well, maybe he's busy. So I glanced over at his side as I pulled my suitcases in. I looked over at him, and then I started unpacking. But he told me the reason why he didn't say hi first was because he was shocked. Because he thought that the school had ended up pairing him up with an actual Korean student at Chungam. So was like, how am I supposed to communicate with him? Are we going to be able to talk a lot? I don't know. I was like, oh my gosh, this is interesting. And then later that night, we went to get fried chicken with some other friends that he had made the day before I arrived. And one of them asked me if I wanted to come. And I guess I gave this badass answer that was not cute I guess. And then they were like, oh, he's never going to want to hang out with us again. But luckily that changed, because we hung out like on a daily. But that was like really bad. But then he heard me every time he was in the shower. I was playing like some Alicia Keys or some Sierra or Mary J. Blige. And he was like, wait a minute. He's not a real Korean student. Okay, now we understand. And that's like, that was the best roommate I ever had in my life. Like, all throughout college so far, shitty. And he was so good. We clicked. And then one of our friends, he was being a little was trying to stir the pot, because he sat behind us in one of our classes, and he was like one day, you two talk like an old married couple. It's like your roommate is like the husband, and then he said that I was like the naggy old wife that just nags the husband all the time. And I was like, I guess. It was. Oh, he drew me a picture, y'all. Let me show you this. This was like some amazing moments. Yeah, he was the not Aggie one because he likes his Cardi B, his love and hip hop, and all of that. He drew me a picture because he liked to draw. So I was like, okay, draw me the big brother from Big Hero 6. So he did, and it was in his notebook like the whole time. And then the last day when I left for the airport, he was like, here you go. And I read it on the train, and I was like, damn. I didn't. I was like, oh my gosh. Because all this time he had that picture in his notebook, and I was like, okay, you just drew the picture, but I thought she said you was gonna give me the photo. But then he ended up giving it to me, and one of the captions under the photo was like, "This was always your picture," and I was like, oh my gosh. And then he signed the letter at the end. He did like a I swear I wasn't crying when I wrote this. And I was like, oh. And he signed it like, what did he sign it? He said in the sign, so cute, your husband. Oh, that was like, wow. He was like, I'll always appreciate our hangouts. Thank you. Your husband. And I was like, thanks. Speaking of romance, no romantics, but Rainer, he always saw my Snap story that I was posting because I was always hanging out with this one guy that I was friends with. And one time he messaged me and he was like, is that your boyfriend? And I was like, what? No, I wish. But I guess some other people thought that we had something going on because they always saw the two of us together, like walking around campus, going out to places. I mean, I don't know. We was just hanging out a lot because we had a lot in common. He liked Nicki Minaj and he kept singing that Rake It Up verse. But he was a good friend too. And he was one of the friends that I saw in San Francisco on Saturday. So that was amazing to see them again. But now we're going to tell this drunk story. So we had finished eating at the $11 all-you-can-eat barbecue place. And we was at the pond on campus, just chilling at nighttime. Because around the college campus, it could be 11 at night, and you still got people hanging out, drinking, and just having a good old time, enjoying themselves. So that's what we was doing. And then a few other friends, they came, but they sat off to the side. We were like over here and they were over there. So some of the friends was like, okay, let's go say hi to them. So they left. And then I was like, all right, let's go say hi to them. So me, my roommate, and then that one friend, we went over there too. What I didn't know though was that one of the guys that was over there that had sat there was extremely drunk. And as soon as we got over there, because I was just like, hey, how y'all doing? He was like, Alex, I need to talk to you. And I was like, huh? And then literally he stood up with his like 6 foot something ass and literally was like this. And then just proceeded to attack my lips. And everyone was like, what is going on? And people was laughing. And I was like, what is going on? And then they managed to separate us after they tried to struggle because he was like a strong drunk. And I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? So they sat him down. And we was like, oh, well, let's get you some water. And then he seemed to have calmed down. And then a few moments later, he was like, I still need to talk to Alex. And he proceeded to do the same thing again. And I was like, what the hell? What is going on? So he made out with me, tried to make out with me again. And then my roommate and my friend, they decided to be little punks and left me. So we had to make our way back up to the dorms. I was walking with one of my other friends and we left the really drunk guy with our other friends because she was like, let's go. So I was like, okay, we were leaving. We was walking up the little streets. And then all of a sudden we heard from behind us, stop! Apparently he broke loose and he was doing one of these, running at full force just to attack my lips again. And because it was like on a slant, we ended up falling down while he was trying to like do the makeout. Damn, he should have really been cuter. He was not cute enough. I was like, but it was such a dramatic, funny ass moment. We literally had to run our ass up this steep ass hill just to avoid him because he was like running. And then I was out of breath because I'm not in shape like that. And we was hiding in a bush. and my friend was like, stop breathing so loud. He can hear us. And literally, that was like one of the craziest nights. And then he woke up the next day and asked one of the friends who's like, what happened last night? And they're like, you don't remember what you did? And then they told him and he was literally like, holy shit. Holy shit is right. That was a crazy night. There's a lot of tipsy, drunk nights. The first night that I drank with some people, I had a whole bottle of soju and then some more. And we walked up to the dorms and I proceeded to enter my room. My roommate was taking a shit because he was in the bathroom and it was like an opaque glass so you could see the silhouettes. But the door is like one of those heavy duty classroom doors that has like that big old swing that closes and slams it shut. My pinky got caught up in there. I didn't realize. And my whole nail was just smushed in the door. And I was like, ah! That was so bad because I was like drunk and my finger was turning black and blue and the underside was red. And I was like, ooh, no. And my roommate was like, what happened? And I was like, I was bawling because it hurt so much. He was like, what happened? And I was like, I just slammed my pinky into the door. I don't know what to do. He was like, is it bleeding? I was like, oh no, it's red. So I held it under some water for a few minutes and then it was throbbing for like the rest of the night. And I just curled up on the bed and I was like, and then my roommate, he finally got out of the bathroom and he checked on it and he was like, oh my God, it was so bad. And that fingernail was black and corroded looking. Luckily, it didn't give me an infection, but that was on like August 27th. My nail didn't fully heal until I got back home in mid-December. That's how bad that injury was. I remember when you told that one cute Korean guy, are you sexually frustrated? Ooh, we know. Again, drunk. So we made friends with this one Korean guy, and I thought he was cute as shit. He was cute. He was real cute. Oh, I don't have a picture on the Instagram, but he was cute. And I was like, ooh, cute. Everyone thought he was cute, though. But then we were at the bar and drinking and everything, and then I just was like, hey, are you SF? And he was like, huh? What's that? And everyone else was like, SF? San Francisco? And I was like, yeah, are you SF? Sexually frustrated? And everyone was like, huh? And I was like, because if you are, I can help you. And he was like, what? No. I was like, damn. I was like, but if you ever are, I can help you. That was like so embarrassing. And then the next day I was like, oops, I did not mean to say that. But luckily he laughed it off. He laughed it off. Because one of my other friends was like, are you okay? Because how did you feel when he asked you that? And he was like, I was shocked. And then he said in the message, he was like, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really sorry I said that to you. And his response was real cute. He was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you out." And I was like, ugh, damn. But that was that was an interesting moment. Damn, he was cute as shit though. Mm. That was kind of embarrassing. Other fun experiences. One of my coworkers, there's like that Korean snack that's like the fish sausage type of ordeal that looks like a longer, rounder piece of string cheese. He brought one in one time and was like, "Have you had one of these before?" And at the time I was like, "No." He was like, "Do you want some?" And I was like, "Sure." So he unwrapped it, all nice and whatever. And then he handed it over. So I was like, "Okay, let me try to take a piece off." Ripping a piece off was very difficult. And he was like, "Oh, you should just stick it all in your mouth." And I was like, "Oh, I mean, okay. Don't you want some?" And he was like, "No, you can have the rest." He was like, "I got it for you." I was like, "Oh, thanks." He was cute too. I remember at the department head of the office, he took all the coworkers out for barbecue, and we had some pork, and then we had some stew and some shrimp and some soju, and oh my gosh, he paid for himself plus the 7 of us. I was like, wow, you got money like that. The boss, though, he was so nice. Should have been like, "You could stick something else in my mouth." I should have. The boss, though, he was really nice because over Chuseok, everyone kind of went home and stuff, but he was still around campus because I guess he had some work to do. So he had emailed me one time and was like, "I want to take you out to dinner one of these nights since it's Chuseok and whatever." So he took me to a Korean barbecue place, and he treated me to some Korean barbecue. I was like, "Thanks for the food." I love free food, okay? Free food, y'all. More free food was the last time I went to Korea after I graduated high school. We got, for the adoptee program, assigned to different homestays. So this time last fall, I met up with the homestay mom again in Hongdae, and my Korean had gotten better, so I understood most of what she was asking. And she was like, "What do you want to eat?" And I was like, "Samgyeopsal 먹고 싶어요." So she was like, "Okay." So she looked it up, did a little search, and we walked around. And then she took me to a samgyeopsal restaurant, and we had some of that, and we had some beef. It was so good. That was the first Korean barbecue restaurant in Korea that I saw that one of the side dishes was the those orange fish eggs, like the really small ones that you see on sushi. I like ate all of that. And then afterwards, she took me to hi, I never talked to you, but I like your videos. Thank you. She took me to a department store because she had asked during dinner, "Do you still like K-pop?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And she was like, "What's one of the groups you're listening to a lot now?" And of course, my answer was, "I like Wanna One." So she pulled up a picture of Wanna One on her phone, and she was like, "Which member do you like?" And I was like, "I like Lai Kwan Lin." And she was like, "Which one is that?" So I was like, "It's that one." And then there was this store, and they were selling the Lai Kwan Lin, the Wanna One figurines. Let me show you this. What's in the box? Go ahead, so we can get some stuff. Oh. Oh my gosh, where is it? Got it. Okay. So she went to the worker and was like, "Wanna One, Lai Kwan Lin." And I was like, what? And then they showed us the figurines, and she was like, "This one." And I was like, "Oh," because this thing was like $30. And I was like, "Ooh, yo, that's okay." But she bought it for me. And she also bought me a one-on-one album at the music store. And then we went to a snack store that was just full of Korean snacks and goodies and cookies and stuff. And she handed me a basket and was like, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Will you ask for food as a birthday gift? No. When I ask for birthday gifts, I only ask for money. And then the second time I met her, we went back to Hongdae and she took me to this pizza buffet. Wow, that was lit. It was an hour wait, but it was worth it, y'all. It was worth it. Like, it was pizza and other foods, ice cream. That was a good buffet. And then she had asked me some stuff of what I was going to do for the remainder of my time. And I said something about I was going shopping with my friends in a few days. She was too generous, y'all. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, so nice. Because when I said that, and then when I left to go on the subway back home after we had eaten at the pizza buffet and watched a movie, she gave me $50 in Korean money and was like, have fun shopping with your friends. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's just so nice. Because the first time in Korea, she bought me some K-pop stuff for Girls' Generation, those like bromide posters. And then on the ending ceremony for the adoption program, she was there and she had like this little bag and there was more stuff for me. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. She was so nice. Spoiled, yes. And it's going to sound even more spoiled that the last night of the homestay, that trip, she had spent the whole day cooking when we was out going to someplace. I think we had visited Seoul University, but she cooked japchae, kimbap. She had the dumplings. She had chicken. She had kimchi. She had this whole spread of food. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was like all my favorite foods. And I was like, this is a lot of food. And there's some other people that came over to her husband, the son, and some other people from the adopted program that was like in charge of the program. So we all ate there. I devoured up that kimbap. So she had to make more, but she was really nice. And I remember the first time, I think I told her something that I liked Baekhyun from EXO. And then on my birthday, she sent me this little video of Baekhyun that she found online. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. She remembered. That's truly an amazing experience, y'all. She's great. She was so friendly. Oh, definitely, I'm going to be like, I got a job in Korea, so I'm going to be here for a whole year so we can meet up again. But she was really friendly. What other fun experiences? There was the one time in Myeongdong, we saw the K-pop group Rains. They was having a little buskin performance. That was exciting. And I remember some girl, she tried to stand in front of me and she was standing way too close because her backpack was bumping up against me. And I was like, no, 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 no. And I literally did one of these and moved her away from the backpack. I really do. If she ever comes to California, I definitely need to contact her. Because she deserves it. But the girl, I like moved her away. And she literally turned around because she got moved. And then I was like, move along. So she left. But that was cool that we got to see a K-pop group in Myeongdong. And it was after like Produce 101. So I was like, my groups. Oh, wow. Honestly, the study abroad was the best time ever. There was a lot of food. There was a lot of drinking. There was a lot of tears. There was some anger. There was some drama. There was a lot of K-pop. I went to the DMZ area. There was some claustrophobia because we went down into a tunnel that went like 100 meters or something from the border or underground and stuff. And it was like a steep incline. And then it was this very tiny tunnel that was not tall enough for nobody. So I literally was walking like this the whole time for like a good 10 minutes. I was like, why did I sign up for this? The street performances in Hongdae were... Ooh, that's right. Rainer, because I showed him the picture, there's the street performance. And y'all know, because this was the first time of the that group. Because Sam also said she saw something about them where they did like the that kind of peppero thing. I remember that was fun. And I got to take a picture with the three of them. That was a fun experience. I liked that. They were cute. And then there were some other really good busking street performances in Hongdae. That was awesome. Ooh, this is kind of this was funny. One of my friends, they got a tattoo. It was like a tattoo right here. Paid some money for it, $60. And then in a week, that shit faded. We were all very confused. She was like, this is my new tattoo. And then later, she was like, what the fuck happened to my tattoo? I don't know what type of ink they used, but that tattoo faded. Hongdae is very crowded at the nighttime, especially on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, because everybody seems to be out trying to have fun, drink, eat, be with friends. A lot of college, and a lot of foreign exchange students. That's what you see in Hongdae. And honestly, I do think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun in Hongdae. There's like arcades, karaoke, food, shops, clothes, you know. You could do a lot in that area. So definitely if you go to Korea, you need to go to Hongdae. You need to go to Myeongdong. You can kind of skip Gangnam because Gangnam I thought was too expensive. It was not really for me. But Myeongdong is where you get your K-pop. Hongdae is where you get to see those cool street performances and stuff. What else? Also, the area that I was in for the college was close to the Han River. So that was really cool. We walked along the Han River a few times. That was awesome. This is random. But if you go to Korea, go to Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme in Korea was where it's at. They had some good flavors, like some New York cheesecake, cookies and cream Oreo type thing. Some good flavors at the Krispy Kreme in Korea. Also, go to Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins in Korea, cakes-wise and ice cream flavor-wise, it's going to put Baskin Robbins in America to shame. They have some of the interesting flavors I ever tasted, and they were so good. Like, Shooting Star, that's like that one with the Pop Rocks in it, the soda-flavored ice cream. That is such a great ice cream flavor. Shooting Star, and then My Mom is an Alien, or My Mom is a Foreigner. That ice cream flavor, that is a interesting title name, but that ice cream was chocolate and it was yummy. And the cakes are so cool. The cakes in Baskin Robbins in Korea was so cool. Honestly, you need to bring a big amount of money just for the food because there's a lot of cafes. There's a lot of good places to eat. You can get, because it's Korea, you get the cheap, good-ass Korean food. Like the all-you-can-eat barbecue places. You can find all-you-can-eat barbecue places for $11. And it includes like all the sides and like all these good extras. It is well worth it. We went to this Korean barbecue place all the time near our school. It was like $11. They gave you a bowl in the middle of the grill for the kimchi tofu stew. And then you could get the side dishes off to the side. And you could get the You can make your own pancakes and eggs and ramen. Lit. My life changed when I finally had Krispy Kreme in Colorado. I like Krispy Kreme. Right? The cheap barbecue, all-you-can-eat places, those don't exist nowhere in the United States. But that was awesome. So good. Literally, we spent a good coin on food. Pizza there. So there's some interesting toppings. The cafeteria, they had a chicken pizza with potatoes and corn on it. But it was good. That was good pizza. Good pizza. Also, karaoke. So cheap. You get $1. You pay $7 for an hour, and then you get like basically another free hour. Well worth it. We went to karaoke in San Diego, thinking it was gonna be $40 for 2 hours. No, it turned out to be $80 for 2 hours in San Diego. Got me fucked up. Karaoke is so much fun. You can sing your ass off. And you can also hear people in the other rooms because the walls aren't that soundproof, screeching and hollering. It's fun. I was pissed when we saw the bill, and I was like, oh, hell nah. What was the time Amanda was doing the absolute most? We need to go to karaoke again, but we need to find one that ain't gonna scam us like that. That was whack. Apparently, when she came for this spring, she met one of my friends and another one that was sitting in the commons area. I guess she saw someone from my Instagram or whatever, but she went up to them and started talking and was literally like, everyone here is staring at me because you a pasty white bitch. So you're small and you're awkward. But then she said something about, ooh, and I don't like the food in the cafeteria. Stop complaining. The food in the cafeteria, while it's not the best, it's only like $2, and you can get as many sides and refills as you want. Literally, I paid $2 for my food, but I ate for 5 people. But then she said something like, because I guess my friends asked, what school do you go to? And she was like, San Diego. And then they're like, oh. And she said something of, yeah, I go to San Diego with Alex. We are in the Korean club together. And they're like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah, he's the really gay one. And my friend told me that. She was like, we met her because she approached us. And she said, you were the really gay one. And me and her, we were just like, my friend and my other friend, they were both like, looked at each other like, what the fuck? Also, because that friend, one of them, was also gay that she just said that to. I was like, oh, hell nah. So I messaged her on Instagram and was like, so you referred to me as the really gay one? And she tried to like say, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, I'm sorry. And I was like, nope. You have a fun time in Korea. When you see me in San Diego, don't speak to me. If you see me on the other side of the street, turn the other direction. I was like, bye. She is just Aggie. And then she would always, apparently my friend said that she was always approaching people's tables that were like the study abroad students, trying to make conversations with them. I was like, girl, stop it. Like, she tried to be friends with my roommate and their group of friends. And I was like, don't talk to her. She is the enemy. She's the ops. Don't do it. Imagine she's watching this. Hey, if you are, you know how I feel about you. Don't speak to me in San Diego. Thanks. I don't give a fuck anymore. This is my last semester at San Diego. Try it if you want to. Hey. I really don't care. Like, I'm good here. Like that other girl that was working at the English lounge with the sea moss hair. She tried to make me get in trouble because she got in trouble first for saying on her Facebook, the semester's almost over, but me and my roommate had to get away with murder. Trying to be cute. And we were like, hell nah. You better report that. So they reported her. And then she was like, well, people talk shit about me, so why can't I talk shit about them? And then she brought my name into it because I said something on Instagram on my story. And I was like, bitch, how did you even see that? Who's the snitch that told you, that showed you? Who's the snitch? But the guy that was like mediating all this, he was friends with some of my friends. So I got off the hook. Plus also, bitch, you're the one that was trying to make jokes saying how to get away with murder. All I said was that you were embarrassing. Because you were. 80 BTS albums. I hope you sold like 80 of them. Shit. And then in the spring semester, they had the audacity to do an article about her for Chungam. Ew. And this was the travesty. What's your favorite moment in Korea so far? Not meeting the friends, not experiencing the culture, not the food, not something that anyone else would say. Well, my best experience in Korea was going to the BTS concert. Damn. My best experience was making all these amazing friends because we had a fun time. I mean, girl, the Dream concert, that's one of my top experiences too, but making the friends and experiencing the culture and living there, that was the best part. Not going to a K-pop concert. You could do that in America. She for real was a Korea boo. She came to class one time with a tote bag. And on that tote bag was a big old picture of V. And everyone was looking at her sideways like, I like K-pop too, but I ain't doing that. Embarrassing. So embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. Oh, this was also embarrassing. When the mamas was happening, she and her friends was watching it on the big screen in the lounge. And they was getting excited. I mean, cool, get excited, whatever. It's the mamas. You're seeing your face. But they was making a fool of themselves. Because they were talking and stuff, like how we kind of talk in private about K-pop and stuff. But they were doing it in public. And people was passing by and hearing them. And it was embarrassing because I was sitting there watching it too with my friends, being cute. And these Koreans kept walking by them, listening to what they were saying. And literally the looks. Ooh, if looks could sting. Literally some guy, when they saw them fanning over the mamas, he literally did this. He was like, I was like, y'all embarrassing. And then when GOT7 or someone won that like international award, one of her friends started crying. I was like, okay, it's time to go. We're going to McDonald's. I cannot deal with this. It was embarrassing. Like, yeah, okay, you gonna spaz and fan, like have some fun, but don't do it where people are clearly walking by you and judging you. Oh, it was embarrassing. That's embarrassing. She was a whole situation. And I also think that one of her friends that she made, she goes to like a subsidiary of San Diego State, like an off-campus part or something. Man. But that was embarrassing. Girl, you embarrassed yourself. Oh, there's also this cute guy that worked at the Paris Baguette at the school. And he had like a little buzz cut, which was not that cute, but he covered it up with his little cap. But he had a nice set of tattoos. And one day, I had to say something. I was like, hey, cool tattoos. And then he was like, thanks. And I guess my sleeves are rolled up because it was hot in there. And he was like, oh, hey, cool tattoos as well. And I was like, thanks. We did a lot of looking at people in Korea. We was that type of bitch. Me and my friend, we would be like, hey, look at that. He had an obsession with the thighs. He was like, look at those thighs. I need thighs like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, get it? What? One time we was taking a walk because we was doing this like nightly walk because it was like we did that a lot. And one time we was talking about something to do with butts or twerking when we was walking back to the dorms, and he literally like did this to his butt cheeks and was like, I wish it was more perky. And then literally we saw this girl, she just ran past us, and I was like, oops, she probably heard all of this. I was like, oopsies. When Mason and I were in Music Plaza, the non-Asian girls were cutting up big time like, OMG, Taeyong is so fine and I'm such blank trash. I know those employees must hate working there. For real, Music Plaza has like the most Korean of the Korean employees that probably really do not want to hear all these girls fangirling about them. I remember when I went there, there is definitely not the same atmosphere as Choice Music. Choice Music, the workers there is kind of like a K-pop fan, but like the workers at Music Plaza, they just seem there to just work. Yeah, there was a few times we was talking about some inappropriate shit in public, on the train, on the subway. My roommate was sitting to the side of me, and me and my friend was literally just like talking about something completely random and inappropriate. Music Plaza is run by old ladies. They really don't want to have time for these fangirls. I really don't want to have time for the fangirls either like that. I think I'm going to be on here for maybe about 15 more minutes, give or take. Right? They like buy your shit and go. For real. But hey, I mean, get the coins when it's like a concert. Because those K-pop stores, when there's like a concert, because I remember we went to both of the music stores when we saw EXO in LA. Those stores was packed. Take that shit to Choice Music. I want to go back to Choice Music, the store. Rainer, we need to go to LA sometime over the semester. Like, road trip to LA. We need to do that. I really want to go back to Choice Music and all that. Choice Music is made for, yes. Choice Music is where you go for the fanboys and the fangirls. Their store is so small, though. Choreo books stay packed when concert happens. Oh, this was also a fun moment in Korea. A few days after the orientation, Aggie Brown had messaged me about it and was like, hey, I'm going to be visiting Korea for a few days too. Let's meet up. So we met up. That was so exciting because I hadn't met any YouTubers except for Rainer in person before. And this was in Korea too. And I was like, wow, I get to meet Aggie Brown in Korea. So we hung out around, I don't remember where we hung out, but that was so much fun. We went to Myeongdong. We ate some lunch. She went with me to find a Daiso so I could buy a pillow. We just talked. It was so good. And we just walked around, and she showed me some of the Aladdin books where you can sometimes find good used albums and stuff. It was a lot of fun. That was so cool to meet her and talk. And then she, because y'all know she don't like Taeyong. And I was like, I know that you don't like Taeyong and stuff, but I do. And she literally looked at me and was like, really? I was like, I'm sorry, but yeah, I do. But that was a fun day talking to her. Because also in person, around new people, I'm kind of shy. And she was like, I can't believe that you're the same person on YouTube that is so loud and excited in your videos. It was a lot of fun. She took me to a cheap, like fried rice type of place. That was just a lot of fun. And we talked about a lot of stuff. I think we also talked about Produce 101 a little bit. Because something because I brought it up or something, or she brought it up. But it was cool. We had a lot of fun. That was an awesome experience. And I remember I put that photo on Instagram. Is it this one? Oh, found it. Oops. There we go. So this was our little like, ooh, turn the brightness down. So this was our little like fried rice dish. It was big. It was good. It was good. And then, of course, I had to be extra just a little bit and take some pictures of the Subway advertisements because, you know, like Kwame. And then we took a picture together. She took me to the SM store in Myeongdong. That was really cool. So we looked around there. And then we took a photo. So there we go. My mom just stopped posting food on Instagram because she ain't getting none. But yeah, this was so much fun. That was a fun experience. You know, I always have to share my food experiences because I love food. I love food. Will you be taking proxy orders while you're in Korea? So do you mean like using Zenmarket and shipping stuff to me? I mean, I guess I could do take proxy orders while I'm there as soon as I get yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that for you because I remember Jade for Christmas, she sent me some money through PayPal to buy some stuff. Just know that to ship it, ooh, the shipping, that was a little expensive. But if you want me to buy you some stuff, I could definitely do that for you. The shipping for her albums to the United States, though, she did the EMS or whatever. It was expensive, like $80 or something. Yeah, but I could definitely help y'all out. But yeah, if you send me a list and stuff, I can definitely help y'all get some goodies if I can find the goodies. SM store has a lot of cool stuff. We went to the SM store in Gangnam area at the COEX Mall, and we also went to the one in Myeongdong. Both are really cute. And then we went to some really whack ass SM store somewhere else, and it was bad. My mom was trying to make me wait to open that package. You know, it was a Christmas gift, so, you know. But I mean, yeah, you know, you're going to have that package just sitting there. She's like, don't open it till Christmas. But that was fun. You have Yes 24 used section in Korea too, which is nice for some harder things to find. I'm definitely excited for that. Also, I took advantage of Zenmarket because sometimes I was too lazy to take the subway. So I was just like, okay, well, I have my dorm address in Korea. I can just send the stuff for Zenmarket because Zenmarket, the shipping for some of the stuff, if you look, is free in Korea. So that's good. When are you getting your when are you getting it? I am curious to see everything. I told my mom about your Zenmarket haul, and she was like, "Wow!" And then I was like, "But wait, this is how much it costs to ship it." And my mom was like, "Oh, that's expensive." I was like, "Yeah, that's why it was so cheap to buy it. The shipping." I think if you have any more questions, I'll take a few more and then I am going to have to call it a night because it is almost 9:50 here. So if you have any last things you want me to talk about or whatever, I can do that. I might send out the 2 smaller things before the big kahuna. Wait, what else did you buy on Zenmarket? What is the clothes shopping like in Korea? The sizes definitely run smaller than US. Like that's true. And a lot of the stuff would not fit me. I tried on this double XL t-shirt because I needed a little bit more t-shirts and it fit on the copy they had to try on in the trying room. But when I bought them and I put it on, it did not fit at all. So that was a pain in the butt. I didn't even try thinking about pants because I just felt like, no, that wasn't going to happen. So the only thing that I actually bought clothes-wise was shoes. I bought a pair of Converse because it was shoes, and the shoes, that was easy to buy. And then sweatshirts and coats. Pretty much those are the only things that if it said it was like a double XL, it was like that was about the equivalent of like an extra large in my size in America. So those fit me. Let me show you because I bought 2 sweatshirts. Okay. So I bought, oh, that hanger is really small for this big ass coat. Oh well. So what I got this Churong coat in Korea when they sold it during the winter time. This was a double XL, so it fit just perfectly. I really love this coat. It's so freaking warm. It's like one of the longer coats. Then I bought these 2 sweatshirts, both of which were, oh, hi. We about to end soon. But I think I'm going to keep this live stream up in case anyone wants to rewatch it. But I bought this sweatshirt, this little pink and white hoodie, because it gave me Produce 101 feels. But this was this was actually an extra large. So it fit a little snug. But this was really comfortable. It's really soft and really warm. So this fit me nicely. And then I got this one, which is my favorite, which is this little purple sweater. A lot of purple. So here you go. This is like this is comfortable. So it's like this sweater. I think I wore it in some videos. So definitely the sweaters and stuff, those were the stuff that fit me the best. But honestly, you have to just try on a lot of clothes. And the department stores and the like actual clothing stores are where you have to go. Because a lot of the like stores in Hongdae that sold a lot of clothes, like little boutique stuff, some of those ran way too small or they didn't have the size. So it's like, you just have to look around and you really have to try on a lot. So that was a little pain. So I was glad that I brought a majority of my clothes to Korea when I came, because trying to buy all clothes in Korea for like when winter came was not gonna happen. Oh, you bought a BAP album for the Jungkook photo card and a Bobby poster. Cool. But yeah, clothes shopping there. I don't know. I don't know if there's stores for like plus sizes and stuff. I mean, maybe. But if you're more on the skinny side, you really won't have a problem. But if it's like this, we got some work to do. Yeah, I went to a lot of boutiques in Korea and they didn't let you try on clothes there, so I didn't end up getting anything because it all looked really small. Yeah, everything is very small. There has to be there has to be, or Shindong will be naked. I mean, he probably got the coins to get a custom made. You never know. But yeah. Yeah, some of the boutiques it just all depends on where you go. All right, what time is it? Okay, I'll do one more question if anyone has it, and then that will be it. So let me put these back real quick. Also, this was so amazing. This coat, like the long coats in Korea at the department store, was like $150. But for the school ones, when they had them on the sale for the big group order that they ordered everything, this shit was only $50. And it's a downed coat. It's a downed coat. $50. That's lit. All right. So I guess if there's no more questions, we will end this. It's almost been like 2 hours and 25 minutes. I feel like that's a good length for a live stream on a Monday night / Tuesday morning, early morning. So I guess that was it. So thank you all for coming to my second solo live stream and getting to see the Zenmarket haul and Jazz. I will definitely keep this up so you could rewatch it to see some stuff or whatever. So thank you, everyone, and I hope you have a good night, and I hope the rest of the week, now that it started, will be okay. I got training tomorrow. Good luck at the training, and I guess I will see you all next time. Thank you. Good night. Bye. How do I end this? Oh, here we go. Oh, it didn't end yet.